We go live. Good morning, everybody. Is it going live? Yes, it is. Good morning. I'm Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. This morning, I'm going to be going Aries through Pisces, doing, I don't know, getting some messages out. Who knows what it'll be about? Let's find out. I'll also be giving mini reads as well. So if you're on here live with me and you're interested in a mini read, then you check out that pinned comment, the kind that's pinned up top of the live chat. That tells you how to do it. It's by donation. There's a PayPal link for the donations in that pinned comment too. You can also use Super Chat or Super Sticker if you like as well. After you've done your donation, if you've got a question for your reading, put a capital Q at the start of your comment just so that I can find it more easily amongst the comments. So I'll batch them up as usual, the minis. And so keep those donations pouring in, and I'll be doing them in batches. Hey Maria, how are you? So let's start off with Aries. Well, before we do that, I'll tell you about my teeth. So I've got a new device in my mouth now. It's much better than the last one, but I still can't speak kind of properly because the bit on the roof of my mouth hangs low. There's a gap between the roof of my mouth and it, so it kind of, my tongue can't form a seal at the top of my mouth anymore. Nor, like, I can eat with these teeth now because they're more solid. They're not soft plastic like the last one I had, but I can't eat with them in because there's a massive gap and the food just collects in the back of it and it's very uncomfortable. So I'll take them out to eat. So, until the 11th of August when I go back and get my real ones put in. Well, my real fake ones. My implants put in. I gotta put up with this. Not the best. Hi, Jessica. That's not chicken out. She's knocking on the door. So the dentist told me to keep this in like all the time, apart from when I'm sleeping, but I don't. I'm not gonna. I don't like it. Anyway, so I'll be talking a little bit lispy because I can't. I just can't. Let's get some cards out. So, Aries. Hi, Christine. Let's start out with Aries. Aries. What are the messages for Aries today? Who's got Aries in the chart? Me. I've got a lot of Aries in my chart. I'm a cusper. I'm a Taurus, but I'm on the cusp of Aries. I've got my Moon, my Venus, my Mercury in Aries. Anyway, messages for Aries. Ace of Wands. Ooh, exciting new start. Could be passionate. What else for Aries? That's too messy. What else for Aries? Hey, Robin. What else for Aries? Two of Cups. Holding it the wrong way around. It's the Two of Cups. Wow. Okay, so Aries is in for an exciting new start. Looks like it could be relationship stuff to me for Aries. So possibly a big love offer coming in for Aries, or it could be a self-love offer as well. What I mean by that is deciding to do something for yourself, Aries, something that you really love, follow a passion, that kind of thing. So you could be pursuing a new kind of career or a new hobby or starting a passion project off at home. But it could be a love offer coming from someone else as well. So that's exciting. I want to get a Wisdom of the Oracle card out. That's what I'm going to use today. I'm going to use the Normand as well. Okay, so the message for Aries is be here and now. So be in the moment. Don't think ahead too far with all of this stuff. Be in the moment. And that, to me, has got a message of work with the universe on this, Aries. Go with the flow. Be in the moment. Work with the universe on this. Don't try and micromanage it. Just allow the universe to work its magic. By being in the moment. That card's coming out. Right. There's a bit of healing to do as this new start starts, because there's something to let go of. Or this can be just like new relationship brings up some trauma from past relationships and start reacting to just some of the situations or things that have been said, or just stuff that reminds you of the past. Just a little bit of tying up of loose ends. But you're anchoring something in. You're bringing something in, and you're making it solid in your life here. So this is good. So that suggests to me that it's something that's going to stick around. Whatever this is. Let's use these ones. What about love life? This does seem to be about love life for Aries. Something long term, something that's going to stick around. A little bit of healing to do. Bad choices. Why bad choices? Aries making bad choices. Falling in love. Oh. I'm just wondering why the bad choices are. Falling in love makes sense. Bad choices. Why are the bad choices? Disillusionment. Okay. Be careful. Be careful of this, Aries. So if in the past you've made bad choices because you've had some kind of fantasy about someone, so you're not seeing who they really are. You're projecting this image on them and deciding that they're better than they are, that they're this, fantasy that you've got of them. Be careful of that. And so Aries, you do have new love coming in. For some of you, it's going to stick around. Be in the moment with it. But for some of you, it could be a repeat pattern of fantasizing about someone rather than seeing the reality of who they are. So just be careful of that, Aries. That's your messages for Aries. But Aries could be falling in love. That's exciting, hey? Been struggling with your guides, Jessica. Getting frustrated. They're always completely accurate when it's bad. That sucks. But with the good stuff, it's just not happened yet. You got to change your perspective on that. It's just not happened yet. That's all. Don't have strict time frames on it. The best things are worth waiting for. The best things take longer. They're not instant manifestations. But I hear your frustrations. I do. Okay, Taurus. Messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Taurus. Who else has got Taurus? I have Taurus Sun sign. So these are my two signs, really. Taurus and Aries. They're the ones that I pay most attention to because they're the ones that resonate with me both. Rising is Gemini. I very, very rarely connect with Geminis at all, which makes me wonder whether I've even got my time of birth right. Not sure. Taurus has got Ace of Wands as well. Exciting new starts for everybody. This is big. This is big for Taurus. Taurus doesn't like change so much, and this is big. This is big change, I'm hearing. Big change for Taurus. Brace yourselves, Taurus. It's good, but with all change comes a little bit of unsettled times, especially for fixed signs, right? The Hierophant, that is Taurus. So it is something long-term again, similar to Aries, long-term, but something that you can be committed to, Taurus. So it's good change. You need to go with this change and just handle the change part of it until you become happy in your field, chewing your cud again. It's big. This is big for Taurus. I can feel it. Perhaps something that involves commitment too, but I just get that Taurus, this is going to be something that sticks around for you. What else for Taurus? Treasure Island. Love this card because I live on Turtle Island, and so But to me, this is all about abundance. So this is about a lot of good things coming for Taurus. Rich, bountiful, just a lot of good stuff. I love that sunrise kind of lit up clouds too. Okay. What else for Taurus? The Lenormand choices. House. So with this change comes changes to living arrangements. And the choice is a time choice, is what I'm hearing. Taurus gets to decide how fast or slow things go, which is good, because then Taurus can take it in their own time. So there are some choices to be made there. And I think that's just a message of Taurus. If this change is unsettling to you, don't be bamboozled into making too many changes too fast. You can control the timing of this. You've always got a choice in it. And your choice to slow things down isn't saying no to something. In other words, Taurus, know that you're a fixed sign. You welcome change, but you welcome change slower than other signs. And that's okay. But it's something that's going to stick around. Love life. Taurus. Healing. Okay, so if we're talking about a new relationship that Taurus is getting into, this is going to be a very healing relationship. Very healing time. For some Taurus, this is about somebody coming back and some healing being done in a relationship. But again, take it slowly. You've got the choice. Especially around living arrangements. Self-love. So Taurus has been having a hiatus. I don't use that word. Taurus has been having a self-love period. So perhaps being single, or just perhaps a break from a relationship to focus more on self-love. And that healing has been done. And it just feels like someone's coming back in now for a lot of Taurus for that healing to progress further. So this is about Taurus taking that self-love into a relationship now. There's communication coming, which will delight Taurus. Yeah, it's exciting. It's good. It's very abundant, very happy. But there's just that little bit of unsettled feeling. It's going to delight you, Taurus. Very good things going on there for Taurus and Aries. Cool. Anyone else want a mini read? Oh, do Gemini first, and then we'll get to the mini reads. Okay, Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Messages for Gemini. What do Gemini need to know at the moment? Is everyone going to get the Ace of Wands today? Would be nice, wouldn't it? No. Gemini's getting the Ace of Pentacles, so this is more of a worky kind of a... it's a new start. It's good. It could be a big offer coming in. It's something that's going to grow. But it feels to me more like work or home kind of thing. More practical. Not of the heart so much. Anyway, King of Pentacles out with that. So a new start for Gemini that will be bringing more abundance, more stability, having you feeling more secure and settled and, yeah, comfortable. A lot of comfort in that. Ace of Pentacles. So Geminis that have been having some more difficult times with money and material possessions. Perhaps things have been breaking and stuff like that. It's going to get better. You're going to feel much more secure, like the universe has got your back again. It's something that's going to grow though, so it's something that you need to tap into that energy and focus on it more. So when things start going right, focus on that, on the things going right, rather than the past of when things have gone wrong. You want the momentum to grow on that energy because you're manifesting it. So if you've got this positive outlook and you focus on the good stuff, you're gonna get better and better stuff. So just be sure to do that. Oh, Gemini, you've also got soulmates and chopped wood as well. Can't come out together at the same time. So there could be some relationship work to do with a soulmate. Soulmates can often give us the greatest lessons or challenges. Some work to do there. So there might be some conversations to be had with a soulmate to sort something out, to smooth things over. That could also indicate a settled kind of time with a soulmate as well. You know, when life, there isn't that much drama and it's just, you know, the usual Monday through Friday with a soulmate, things have settled down, nothing out of the ordinary. It could be that for some. But I'm feeling that the first message is stronger of there's something to sort out with a soulmate. So I think communication is in order. A man and the moon. Man on the moon. So a man in Gemini's life is tuning more into the spiritual, into his feminine side, looking at his intuition, to spirituality, to what is manifesting, sorting out. It's kind of an up-leveling kind of a feeling of, I want to sort my life out now. It's time for me to grow up. I want to go for something better. I want better of myself and from myself, that kind of a feeling. So this could be what the soulmates thing is about for Gemini. You've got somebody in your life. This could be you or someone else, but it's a man. And looking to, it could be the soulmate is looking to change their life. So that it could be a soulmate going through a spiritual awakening, in fact. Yeah, this has got spiritual awakening on it. Hi, Timothy. What about love life? Very practical, stable times for Gemini. Okay, what about love life for Gemini? You've got the same cards as Taurus, so healing and self-love. There's healing going on in relationships at the moment. Your self-love is kind of showing you the way. Sometimes self-love leads to these kinds of spiritual awakenings. You step up. Spiritual awakening could be awakening to many things. Just taking it to the next level. Taking yourself to the next level. Or someone in your life doing that. So someone could be coming more on the same page as you. Romantic relationships. Grace. Oh, wow. A lot of good vibe stuff for Gemini. Yeah, things getting more in the flow. It seems to be saying to me that Gemini, those of you Geminis that have had hard times lately, whether it's in relationships, whether it's with your finances, or like I said, I was getting like things just breaking, you know, when things just seem to be going wrong. You can't catch a break. You seem to be getting on top of things, and then this random bill comes in or something happens to the car and you've got to, you know, it's just that kind of stuff, and it feels like that's going to be smoothed over now. Getting into this state of grace where things are going well now. So hang on in there, Gemini. It's coming good. You're moving into this more stable place now. And everything just feels more settled for Geminis. Or it will do soon. Okay. But that's pretty good for all so far. Let's do some mini reads. Jessica, well, let's do one mini read. The one that's come in. Jessica. How are you supposed to trust your guides? Trust in the universe when they never stop lying to me. Last time he told me it was finally happening with the guy at work. It's been almost 2 years. He said yes, and literally the next day his ring was back on. Oh, wow. I don't know how much longer I'm expected to just sit on the sidelines. Okay, let's get some clarity on all of that. Ay. Yeah. Sometimes it's a matter of timing, and then things are moving. I know for me, things always manifest. They just do, but not in the moment that I want it to. Because the moment I want it to is when I'm not in alignment with it. When I'm in that place of like, but I want it now, I'm not in alignment when I've got that attitude. I'm not. The reason that I want it now is that I'm not in alignment with it. That feeling of I don't have it and I want it now, it's missing from my life. But when I'm in it just hasn't happened yet, and I'm sure about it, it will happen. It just hasn't happened yet. When I'm in that state, that's when it happens. It doesn't happen in the moment again, but I don't need it to happen in the moment because I'm not feeling the like of it. I'm just kind of in anticipation of when it's going to happen. So this, you could be blocking as soon as we do that, it's not happening kind of thing. Like I said, it would happen, but it's not happened, you know. We cut off the manifestation because we're cutting off the manifestation because you're the one that is manifesting it with your energy and with your focus. And as soon as you say no, well, then it's stopped. You're manifesting because of your beliefs. Now, when it comes to relationships, that makes it super, super tricky because we're talking about two people with two beliefs having to get on the same page at the same time. Which means as soon as you turn into that negative, like, it's not happening, I don't believe it, boom, they're gone. They're going to react to that too. They're not going to be solid on it too. They're not going to be sure about you. As soon as you get into that energy, their fears are going to come up and like, no, it's not happening, I don't want them. So it's trickier with relationships because of that, because they pick up on your energy, and a no is a no. It's like someone coming up to you at the school dance saying, you don't want to dance with me, do you? You say no. Even if you did want to dance with them before, you say no. And so you're saying to the universe, you're not going to give me this relationship, are you? You know? Stop being Veronica Salt from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Yeah, and it's difficult to force yourself there because it is about belief. But if you're gonna say like, but I'm not gonna believe anything until the universe has shown it me, well then you're just taking all your power away because you're the manifestor, you're the creator of it. You get to dream it up, and if you believe in it strong enough, it will happen. That's how you create it. But if you think that the universe needs to make it happen for you first, it's not going to happen. And so then your belief is going to downslide and it's going to get even worse. So the trick of the beliefs, no, let's get some cards out. So what do you do then? Try and force yourself to think positive and to... The chicken's just stretched herself out on the banister out there so that her legs are back. So what do? Do you force yourself to be positive? Do you force yourself to believe it? No, because that's too difficult. You can't go from disbelief to belief like that. You can't. It's going to be fake. You're not going to fool the universe. It's too difficult. What do you do instead? This. You quiet your mind. And that could be a belief like, well, I don't know what's going to happen, universe, you're going to have to show me. Because it's not just about what we focus on, of course. We have got a trajectory. And when we clear our minds and when we meditate more, because we've been doing our own heads in, tying ourselves up in knots, cancelling out the manifestations that we've got, stopping the good stuff from coming in by overthinking and being negative about it, best thing to do is meditate, is to clear our minds. And like I said, it's not just about clearing mind. A clear mind could be a thought like, I give up, universe, just bring in what's coming in. And then when you let go like that, that's when it can come in. Yeah. So this brilliant card saying you have a brilliant trajectory, all the stuff, all the focus that you have had in the past, it's stuck there waiting for you still. But you're pushing it away at the moment and you need to be still and keep quiet. Meditate. Clear it all out. And here's a block that you've got. In that, it's something like other people get what it is that they want. Other people have those relationships. Why not me? It's a why not me? And when's it my turn? Why not me? That kind of thing. It's coming out as jealousy, but I'm feeling it differently. It's that why not me? So your intuition is on point. Your intuition is leading you forward, but you've got that negativity in you. I mean, it's all in you. You just read your comments. It's right there. Why am I not getting it? Read the comments. That's why you're not getting it. Trust your intuition more than your mind. Might be difficult to tell the difference between them both. That's a good one as well. In your heart, be in your heart, like Timothy said, instead of in your mind. Yeah, sometimes we can really mess up manifestations by overthinking it. Often we're on our way to something. It's like me in the gym, you know. I'm on my way to it. I know the signs are there. I don't need to shut down to it just because I didn't do it this time around. With that one, still on its way. Lara, so hopefully that helps you. High self-guidance for you, Lara. Thanks for your donation, Lara. Anyone else want one? Ooh, let go time. Cleanse and detachment. Double let go. If something isn't working, just like I said to Jessica, let go of it, and then we can get, it's like a reset. It's like clicking the reset button. And so then we can be on the trajectory where we were going before. Got some letting go to do. Detaching from it. That means, this detachment card means the emotional detaching from it. So not being so invested in it. Not making it mean so much. Sometimes we can make it mean so much to us, whether we get stuff or not. We can make it mean whether we're not doing it right or not right in ourselves. Or it can make us mean that we don't deserve it. We tell ourselves all kinds of things. So this is saying, you got something, Laura, to detach from emotionally. Let go a little more. And then 3 cards. Friend, warmth. Is this thought useful? Okay, so you got a friend. Appears to be open-hearted. Is this thought useful? You've got some thoughts about this friend. They're gregarious, they're warm, they seem to get on very well with people. It's a kind of an energy. A lot of people like them, very popular. Kind of person that people feel good around. But your thoughts about them, is this thought useful? Your thoughts about this friend aren't useful at the moment, so I'm wondering what you're thinking about this one. Do you know who I'm talking about, Laura? Hi, Deborah. Yeah, a lot of people like them. Very calming demeanor. Just happy in themselves. Yeah, happy in themselves, happy with themselves. Maybe you're not seeing that, the happiness with themselves. Is this thought useful? You might be wondering what their jam is, what their juju is. They're just happy in themselves, is all it is. I don't know what your thoughts are about them, but it's not useful. Whatever that means. It's like, don't know whether I said this last week or whether I said it in a private reading. But say if you wanted to be an entrepreneur, you might, a successful entrepreneur, you might look at another successful entrepreneur and look at what they were doing, or like a certain aspect of their personality, and think, if I just copy that bit, I'll be a successful entrepreneur too. But we all know it's way more complicated than that, isn't it? Because it's mostly about how we feel about ourselves, and that's the stuff that we can't see. And it's like when people say, "Well, I can't believe that person like died of cancer because they were just the happiest person and full of gratitude." But we can't tell. We can't tell how someone's feeling inside of ourselves, inside of themselves. We can kind of tell by the manifestations that they've got, but we can't see what's really behind that. We can't really see the vibration. Like I said, because it's mostly what we manifest is about how we feel about ourselves. Okay. Could be something to do with that. Your thoughts about a friend and how it is that they are how they are isn't quite right. I'm not feeling like it's a massive energy in you. But it's something that you guys want to point out, Laura. Perhaps it's just you look up to them and you're wanting to be more like that and can't figure it out. They're happy in themselves is what it is. I'm good, Judy. How are you? Okay, so one batch of mini reads down. If anyone else wants one, get them coming in, those donations, and we'll do some more. After Cancer. Messages for Cancer. Who's got Cancer in the chart? Cancer has the Eight of Swords. Cancer's been feeling trapped, like imprisoned with something, like can't get out of a situation. It could be a repeating manifestation or a repeating life circumstance that they just don't seem to be able to get themselves free of. Well, you will soon, because you've got the Wheel of Fortune, so things are starting to move now. The top has already come up from that cage that you've been in, Cancer. Things are starting to move now. So whatever has been feeling really fixed in your life, like it's just never changing, it's so frustrating, it never changes. I'm trying, and like, this could be like debt. I'm trying to get myself out of debt and it's not changing. Something like that. That cage is opening now. There's movement forward. Element of fate getting involved there. So you might not have been trapped at all. You might have just been waiting for favorable circumstances to come about. Or it could just be the delay thing. Three months is generally what it is for me, so I need to be consistent in my vibration for 3 months before something comes about. Or in other words, I'll say something like, I'm going to pay off my debt, and then 3 months later is when it happens. That's when the energy really kicks off. It's always a delay like that. Because we're planting seeds, but the flowers, it doesn't flower and fruit straight away. Nothing ever does. Cancer, Yang. Right, yeah, okay. Yang and co-create. So now's the time to put the action in. So like I said, if it's something like debt, so I'm in this debt, I don't seem to be able to get out of it, I'm stuck here. You're not stuck. Movement is happening now. And the culmination of you being asking for getting out of that debt, I'm going to do it now, as an example. Now is the time to put the effort in. So yeah, get doing those extra shifts, like put more energy into it. Yang, do more, co-create. Now is the time to get into action on that. It's the action phase. So again, keeping with the debt, I know it could be anything in your life, but keeping with that debt example, it could have been that shit really hit the fan 3 months ago, right? And that's when you were like screaming out to the universe, right, that's it, I need to get myself out of debt, And that could have been when you started putting a lot of effort in, doing that extra work, but then it wasn't really paying off to pay off your debt. And it's good that you put the effort in there. That shows at that point, when you instigated, when you planted that seed, that you were serious about it. Putting energy into it at that point really gets that manifestation going. But then that might have waned as you didn't get the results. And now the natural period of time, the 3-month thing, if it's 3 months for you too, time has come when you put the effort in now. Now the universe, it's a co-creation. So the universe, you have this idea, okay, I'm going to pay off my debt now. The universe is, oh great, great. Like, well, let's get everything sorted out. We'll pull the right people in, the right circumstances. It's going to take a little bit of time, but we'll get it all together. And then Cancer, now it's time for you to take action. The universe has got it all together. It's a co-creation. Now is the time for you to take action. So that Wheel of Fortune, it's you. It's you that's going to get into action now. So don't let the disappointment of the past, just when you took the action before the universe had done its bit, when you took the action too close to the time that you planted the seed, don't let that disappointment, what is that? Chicken's looking at it too. There's a strange animal out there. What is it, chicken? It could be one of those moths or those massive butterflies. It looked like it was an insect of some sort, but big. It's gone now anyway. And in 2 parts. Fairy, maybe. What was I saying? Yeah, don't let disappointments of when you put action in too close to planting the seed stop you from putting in the action now. The action, it's time to put in the action now. What else for Cancer? Heart. Beautiful. What else? Lilies. Wow. So let's get off the debt example and let's get into the romance. So if you've been stuck, relationship not moving forward, it's time to give to that relationship now. It's time to put more energy in, because you've got the heart here and the lilies card. The lilies card is about a mature kind of a true love. Cancer, if you've been hanging back, things weren't working in a relationship, didn't seem to be able to get it going, couldn't figure it out, get in touch with them. Put some effort in on the relationship now. Definitely time for Cancer to put effort in, to give some energy. But Cancer could be like this, cynical about it. I'm picking up on that. This is a big message for Cancer, saying don't be cynical. Using. So someone in the past could have felt like they were using you, and that's why you're cynical about it. I'm not sure whether to move forward. So this Cancer, this could be something like someone pulled away from you, and then you thought that they're just using you, and you could be really, really reluctant to put some effort in now. But think on that 3-month thing that I was saying. Like I said, it's 3 months for me. The timing tends to be, but it might not be for you. Just think on that. You might have planted the seed in this person. Anyway, you got the Lovers, so it's possible now. Give it another go. Things might have changed. You might have changed. Cancer, you get to turn things around now. You got this opportunity, but if you don't take it, nothing's going to change. So it's kind of really very important to take action, get things moving. You're not stuck. You can set yourself free, Cancer. You're working hard. Yeah, probably the friend that you hadn't spoken to for a while. Probably. I went to fight night on Saturday night. That was good. do like my fight nights. And then I went out with the girls afterwards and went dancing. And I was out until 4 a.m. So yesterday was a complete write-off because I was pretty much sleeping all day. A lot of fun was had. Leo. Is Leo next? Yeah. Leo. The Five of Wands. Leo, you need to have a strategy for moving forward. And that strategy has got to include your heart more. Which is interesting, isn't it? Because that Leos tend to be like that. So I wonder why they haven't been. Your strategy needs to involve your heart, but it's more of a self-love thing. Like what I always get from this King of Cups card is that she's focused on her good ship there. Very focused on that. Like I've made myself this nice boat here. I've got a good ship. And so I'm not going to let any lesser ship into my life. And so as she's focused on that, there's another good ship coming in. So in other words, she's loving herself enough to have created something good in her life. And as she's focused on that, she's only letting the good stuff in that is a match to that. She's not going to let any old person or any old circumstance in. She's going to turn that away. She's got a strategy, right? And so Leo, you need to be a bit more picky, is what I'm thinking here, of who and what you let into your life. There needs to be a bit more no being said. It's got to come from this place of self-love strategy of, it's like you raise your standards, but then you need to start upholding those standards by saying no to anyone or anything that isn't of that same level. In other words, you don't just raise your standards and then expect the universe to only give you the good stuff. It's going to give you everything again. You just have to say no to what it isn't. You kayak back and forth on a chain of 4 lakes yesterday. Nice. Oh, it was Father's Day. The Fates. I want another card. That one. Poised. Ooh. Leo, you've got some good stuff coming. You've got to say no to something first. If you're like waiting for a relationship, you've got a dud coming first that you need to say no to before the ones come in and poison the fate. So yeah, there's something really good on its way, but you've got to get ready for that. There's a definite no to be said first. It usually happens to me that way, especially around relationships. I'll get somebody interested in me, and that'll be a no, and then it's the next person that is a yes. Right now I've got a trainer flirting with me. That's fun. It's fun training at a new place. And it was good. Fight night there too. I like it. Okay. Leo. Don't look back. Don't look back, Leo. Keep on moving forward. So you know might be to an ex or something that has been in your life. You've got movement forward now. Don't look back. It can't be taken from you if you don't give it away. Leo, you've got someone coming in now or someone from the past hanging around or something from the past hanging around. It's taking your energy. It's not giving back to you. And you need to say no to it. It's that simple. It's a step backward. What about love life? Love life for Leo. Grace. Get in the flow, keep on moving forward. Oh, holding on, feeling unwanted. Okay, so there's a bit of abandonment wounds going on here for Leo. You're holding on to someone, that energy that I was picking up on, that past thing, because you don't want to feel unwanted. So it's kind of keeping someone around because there's no one else around, kind of a thing. Clinging to something, someone or something just so that you have someone. I think it's someone. But it's time to break free of that. There's nothing coming back from this situation, and you deserve to have stuff coming back from it. So if you're giving to that situation of someone you're kind of clinging to, let go. It's a no. You're stopping the next from coming in. Yeah, definitely letting go to do for Leo at the moment, because you've got something really good on its way. But you got to stop looking back first. Virgo. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Ace of Wands card. It's coming out a lot. Ace of Wands. And the Four of Cups. So, an exciting new start for Virgo. New offer coming in. Virgo's been down in the dumps. Nothing's happening in my life, that kind of an energy. But there is help coming in. Ace of Wands, an exciting new start. A lot of aces in the messages today, huh? Change. New beginnings. This has got that feeling of been down about something to the point of letting go. That almost that rock bottom kind of thing. And when you got nothing else to lose, that letting go, this can come in. This offer can come in. Although the Ace of Wands is there, it's not such a good energy, this. I mean, it is good because things can turn around, but it's the universe kind of giving you a reprieve. It's the bounce back from a difficult time is what I'm feeling. Yeah, a change in the wind from this never-ending story. It's time to go. So change is definitely happening for Virgo now. From this never-ending story, whatever has been making you feel down, this repeating pattern, change is happening now. It's time to go. It's time to leave things behind. It's time to move forward. It's time to pick yourself up again, get yourself out there again. If this is a Virgo who has been out of work and feeling really down to the point of not even applying for jobs anymore, then it's a change is happening now. You've let go enough. You've reached rock bottom. Time for that new start. Get applying for jobs again. Change coming in. But you need to get going, you see. Similar message to Gemini. Moon. Tapping into the spiritual. And key. Right, so here you go. Tapping into the spiritual is key. For Virgo, meditating, getting in touch with your higher self, asking for guidance. Key at the moment. In other words, don't just put yourself out there and put a lot of energy into, don't just go out there applying for a million jobs again. Get tuned in, get out there, and let that one job come to you, but you need to be out there to find it, but that one right job. It's that kind of thing. Tapping into the spiritual is key, so you've got to get in tune with your intuition. Not just willy-nilly massive action. Sure, massive action might be called for, but this is more like I could have a job now. It would be nice for me to have a job. Universe, show me the job that would be great for me, and then just be out and about more, speaking to more people and going more places and stuff, and something will show up if you're in that expectation kind of thing. So that's the way to go about it. So if you were trying to create a new start before in some kind of a way, maybe in work or something like that, and all your efforts seemed to be, it didn't work, it's perhaps because you were just trying to do it logically, not co-create with the universe. Love life for Virgo. Beauty. I'm getting a very particular message from that. Receiving. Okay, Virgo, the message I'm getting from this is it's time to make yourself more beautiful. Get your hair cut, go get your hair done, all of that stuff. Take care of yourself. Skincare, put some makeup on, put your nice gear on and all of that. And could be attracting someone to receive from. So if you have been letting yourself go a little, make yourself beautiful. Someone's going to notice you. Someone to receive from. Yeah, so there's a bit of low energy here from Virgo. I hadn't realized Virgos have been not in a good place. Well, that can change very soon. Let's hope it does for you. Okay, mini read time. Who have we got now? Maria, I think. Maria and Deborah. Maria, what action do you need to take now? What action does Maria need to take now? Actions for Maria. Oh, new beginning, respect and value yourself. Okay, this is nice. Respect and value yourself. And this is that leveling up thing that I was just talking about before. When you level up, when we know that we deserve better kind of thing, and then we start saying no to anything that is less than that. It's like having standards. It's raising the bar. It's not judging that things are bad or good. It's just deciding what we want in our life, that certain level that we want in our life, and only letting that stuff in. Respecting and valuing yourself. So take things to the next level. We have these set points of what we're comfortable in our lives, and we tend to accept that stuff in, or just expect, that same level of care, or same level of abundance, and same level of love from people, and the same level of even material stuff. But we don't need to. You can change that. You can decide, I'm going to have the best of the best, and then I'll never get the best of the best. One way in which I do this, I'm just thinking, how do I do this? I do it with material stuff. I don't have to buy the most expensive stuff, but I do choose the best stuff for myself. If I'm getting something, it's going to be the best that's available. for sure. And sometimes my awareness, I'm not aware of what is the best. So sometimes if say like with my makeup journey, I wasn't aware of what was the best, first of all. And so I just spent money. When I decided to get myself some eyeshadow, I got off Tom Ford quite, and they're really expensive. But I didn't know what was good and not, and I got one of his dud ones. And it was better than what I've used before, but it's still one of his dud ones. I don't have it anymore. I gave it to a friend. And then I learned from that point what is best in makeup. And now I know. And now I've got the best, and that's good. So sometimes it's a learning process. Sometimes things are just not in our awareness because we've not been focused on it before. Take a look at what's in your life, Maria. Ask yourself, what is that economy class in your life? You might not know what's first class in that area, but you can find out. You will if you focus on that thing. So if you go through everything, like everything that's in your life, and give it a class kind of thing, is it economy class? Is it business class? Is it first class? And find those economy class things and go, right, I'm going to raise this up. That's respecting and valuing yourself. It could be anything. It could be like diet. It could be your home, your bed. It could be makeup. It could be just anything. Self-care. Man next door. Chicken. He's feeding you, you know. The man next door is very quiet. Wow. Anyway, taking things to the next level. Sometimes we can just like want the universe to give us better stuff without going through this process, but it really is us that takes us there. We want better. We've got to find out what that better stuff is and then let it in. Compassion and choose to change. So some of the stuff that you'll find that you are, that it makes you feel bad about yourself. So once you realize that broken thing, or that thing that just is low quality in your life, you know, and like I said, it doesn't have to be a thing. It could be like diet or something like that. Once you realize it's low quality, it could make you feel bad about yourself. So, but it's actually been the opposite way around. You've been feeling bad about yourself, and so you've had this low level thing in your life, like diet. It was interesting because when I went to the dentist, my friend went with me this time, my friend Apple. And she is a foodie, big time. One of her things is food. I hadn't realized just how much, but it was actually delightful to go with her because straight after that, she came with me to the dentist, and then straight after that, we went to this Chinese barbecue restaurant, and she ordered so much food for us both. So like so much, but it was amazing. I would never do that. Like, I love my food, but I would never do that. In fact, the amount I ate because she was with me was ridiculous. I said to her, I'm not going to have to eat for days. Like, I can't believe the amount of food that we had, but it was so good. Anyway, for me, that like high level of food is more really healthy, really clean. Not that wasn't. And for me, less is more. So I'd rather have like high nutritional stuff less, because it's such an uncomfortable feeling eating too much. There's a lot of discomfort involved, but it's just interesting, right? Because we've all got different levels of different things. Always interesting to hang around with someone else experiencing how, you know, what their stuff is and what they do. Anyway, my point being, Maria, as you do this, you're going to find something. You're going to find something that's low level, but that you're going to need compassion with yourself as you change it, because you're actually going to turn it on yourself kind of thing, you're going to realize it makes you feel really bad. Interesting. And Deborah. Deborah's question. Any breaks coming in for me this year? Any breaks coming up for me this year with my person coming in? This year? For Deborah? Is the person coming in? No. Computer says no. Why? Because of this. Okay. Raising yourself up in a different kind of a way. New level. Success. Focus should be on work, success, money at the moment. Relationship will come after that. Why? Because it's easier to let success and abundance in first, and that's when you know that you're in a good vibration and you're letting the good stuff in. Love is trickier. We can get good stuff, get in the flow with everything else in our lives, and then you've got that guarantee that good stuff's going to come in for love as well. So there's some risks to be taken for you at the moment, Deborah, in work, success, that kind of thing. Okay, and now we've got a cryptic message here. This moment and up until now. So this moment in the past, this is about your love life. Don't look back. Don't go backward. If you've got an idea that someone's going to come back, now be in the moment and be open to whoever the universe wants to bring in for you, whoever's best for you now. Be in the moment now, not focused in the past with your love life. That's not to say that someone isn't coming in from the past, but you don't have to constrict. You don't have to put the blinkers on saying, no, I'll only accept that, Be more open than that for your love life. But yeah, not this year. That sucks, doesn't it? I don't want to ask that question. For me. You met a man at work? Oh, cool. That sounds good, Christine. Who have we got next? Libra. Libra's up next. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Libra. Messages for Libra. Libra. King of Pentacles. No. It could be the Two of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. Oh. King of Pentacles. Your stability and your money and your security and the stuff that you're building in the world for yourself. It's time to take action on that, Libra. Perhaps take some risks. Knight of Wands puts themselves out there. They go for things. It can be quite impulsive. Or another way of putting it is acting on intuition when the timing is right. So going with the flow and seizing opportunities when they're there. Knight of Wands is the one that's going to act on it in that moment that something shows up and claims it. So for your security and for what you're building, your assets, that kind of thing, there's something to take action on at the moment there. So this could be apply for that job or call that person up, the one that's popped into your head, and ask them. This could be like an investment opportunity coming up, and when you have that intuition to act, to invest your money, then do it. This could be just a feeling of maybe you should find out whether there's a job going or a promotion available or something like that. Anything like that. Message in a bottle. Communication coming in. Information. Okay, so information to take action on. The information, the answers for what you're building for yourself are out there for you to take a chance on and put action into. So if you've heard from someone that something is available, take action on it right now. Like, don't stop. You also have commitment coming in here from someone with a loyal heart as well. So there is stuff going on with relationships with Libra. Commitment, someone that's loyal to you. This could perhaps be saying you need to be loyal to someone now, or be loyal to yourself first, of course. But this could be someone you need to show loyalty to, rather than going, oh, well, maybe I want to go out with someone else instead. Yeah, could be time to kind of settle down a bit more and take action on that. Reel it back in if you have been impulsive. That's kind of the opposite here. Be impulsive with your money, with your not with your money, with opportunities to build, to grow, to get more money, career, that kind of thing, stability. Use that impulsive energy for that, or another word for that is the intuition, of course, acting on your intuition. But in love life, it's time to reel it back in and go more slow, steady. This could be even like committed to waiting until you found the one, if you really want a committed relationship. It could be something like that. Heartbreak. Naivety. Oh, okay, so some of you Librans have been focused on someone and it's breaking your heart, and naively focused on someone. So some of you have probably been, like that whole falling in love with the idea of someone who you think that they might be when they're not. You haven't got evidence of them actually being that, but we do that, don't we? We meet someone and then we have this fantasy of who they are in our minds, and we fall in love with that. And then when they show us that they're not that, we feel affronted, like our fantasy of them was real and that they should be like that, and then we're fully disappointed when they're not that. We tell them that they should be that. They should match up to that fantasy, or we might call it the potential. But we break our own hearts when we're doing that, Libra. Bit naive when it comes to relationships, not seeing people as they are. Let people prove themselves to you and have an open mind. It would be great if they were that great fantasy that you've got. But people tend to be a mix of all kinds of things. And it's really good to see people clearly, especially when we're talking about romantic relationships. Otherwise, you're going to keep on breaking your own heart. Because people that aren't their fantasies, they aren't those fantasies that we come up with. We come up with our ideal fantasies. Human beings aren't that. We're not even that. We're not our ideal fantasy of who we are. We disappoint ourselves, right? So stop doing that. So some of you Librans, you do need to have like a new tactic with your love life here for a long-term happiness, and have a new approach, to being loyal to yourself, and say, okay, well, I'm no longer going to be naive and break my own heart like this. I'm going to take it much slower. I'm going to take people on face value and really get to know them, let them show me who they are, instead of having this fantasy about them. And yes, it might take some time, but I'm committed to that because I do want a long-term relationship now, and it's going to take some time for me to bring that in. So Libra, time to move forward on the money, the building something for yourself. Time to kind of take a step back or a different approach from relationship. And Who's next? Scorpio. Scorpio's next. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Scorpio. Scorpio, what's going on? You got Judgment. It's time to make a decision, Scorpio. It's a decision that you have been putting off. Decision, that's hard to say with this thing. And it's kind of like a brace. I've never had braces, but I imagine that's what it feels like. This is why he wants me to keep it in, because it's actually pulling my teeth in, and I think it's got a bit of alignment stuff going on. It was very tight when he first put it in, and he had to adjust it because I couldn't even get the thing out. It was so tight. He loosened it off like a brace, and until I could pull it out myself. But he said, no, keep it in. When I put it in, it all gets a bit tight. My teeth are going to look great when this is done on the 11th of August. So much better now. It's so nice to see like same color instead of that yellow thing that I used to have. Anyway, back to Scorpio. Scorpio, you've been putting off a decision. Time to make that decision. Tick tock, time's running out. It'd be interesting if the tick tock card comes out. Oh. 3 cards. Scorpio. Greedy. Okay. Judgment. It's time to make a decision, Scorpio. I've been putting it off. Knight of Pentacles. You've been super slow about it. Or that's what you're telling yourself. I'm giving myself time on this. I'm giving myself time on this. It's time to take action. Be in the moment, Scorpio. King of Wands. Because tick tock, time's running out. King of Wands, you need to take action on it. You need to claim it. If you want something, you need to make a decision and claim that thing now. You've got this opportunity to have something that is in alignment with you. Your justice. It's not going to come in for you. You need to take the action on that and claim it. It's time to make a decision. It is time, is what I'm hearing. The time is now, Scorpio. Regeneration and serendipity. Oh, serendipity is better than TikTok, in fact. So it's more positive, you know. It's not like time's running out like the message I just got for you. But serendipity. So it's a serendipitous time for you to take that action. Things will fall into place. Regeneration. As things are falling apart in your life, it's like that forest fire kind of thing. The certain trees can only reproduce when there's a forest fire. The seeds can only be cracked open by fire. Yet, very few of us would say that a forest fire is a good thing, even though it is for that tree. It is. There's something being born out of some kind of destruction going on in your life at the moment, Scorpio. Something better. Something new being born from that. Anyway, the time is now to take action on that. The decision is the most important. But then the King of Wands claims it too, so there is action to take there too. A decision and an action. Man is, so the masculine in your life, or you, if you're the masculine, is anchoring something in now. So manifesting it, anchoring it in. Again, that feeling of needing to take action in order to manifest it. Anchor it in, claim it. There's only so much the universe can do, and then you've got to do some of it. So make a decision. And it's a decision that you have been putting off, is what I'm being told, Scorpio. Make that decision. What about your love life? I'm getting that Knight of Pentacles as an excuse. The slowness is an excuse. Now for Scorpio. Slowness is good, but not when it's to the point of an excuse, of an inaction. Yeah. Or for fear. Okay, defensiveness and withdrawal. Like I said, the excuse of the Knight of Pentacles. No, I'm just slow and steady. I'm just making sure that this is doing it right. It's an excuse because of fears, defensiveness, withdrawn. You're feeling withdrawn, pulling away from something. It makes you feel nervous. I've got a fear of commitment here. Why? Because of loss. Yeah, it's that. It's this energy, this regeneration. Something is breaking apart in Scorpio's life at the moment, and it's causing this fear of commitment because of previous losses or a loss that's happening at the moment. Scared to take something else on at the moment. Yet, this pull of the, yeah, I do want this. Don't cave into the fear, Scorpio. There's a lot of fear out here. Let your heart win out. Make the decision based on your heart, not based on the fears. There's only one positive card in this. So Scorpio is on the negative side at the moment in this decision, telling themselves that they're just being slow about it. Because luckily the heart still has a big say in all of this. But the mind and all of these fears is having you be more on the no side at the moment instead of the yes side. Your heart wants to shine through. Make that decision based on your heart, Scorpio, not on your fears. Anchor in what it is that you want. Something good is going to come from this. Your justice. Something that's in alignment. Don't let your fears win out, Scorpio. And no more excuses about you just doing it the slow way. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Messages for Sagittarius. The Ten of Pentacles. Success. In some endeavor, building something up. Job, relationship. Could be all of it. Building up a stable life. Sagittarius, time to get focused on the tangible things in life. Structures, house, job, car, that kind of stuff. Family even. Missing something out. Missing something out. There's an imbalance in Sagittarius at the moment. Sagittarius, you might have been focused on spiritual pursuits or inner healing or, yeah, like inner work and stuff. Or love even, but more on the internal, what's going on inside of you. Had very much an internal focus. And it's time to get focused. And you've been missing something out of your life. So you've been missing a balance. It's time to get focused on your material stuff now. On your structures in your life for your stability. Grow something, build something, Sagittarius. Don't miss things out. Now, this could also be a message that you might be sorting out your inner world. You might be very focused on your spiritual or your inner world. And you might be neglecting your body. And that could be what the Ten of Pentacles is about. Health, body. See, I used to see a lot of people doing that. Health would be terrible. You know, not taking care of their bodies, but very focused on taking care of themselves spiritually. Time to balance something up anyway, because something is being missed out here of your life. Okay, Sag. There's the opportunity to build something big as well for yourself, something very stable. Observer and truth be told. Yeah, but here it is again. It's that internal focus, like being the observer of things. This feels like, Sag, it's time to take more of a role in your life. It not just be about the inner stuff, but take more of an active role in your life. Truth be told, an observer. Less of the observer stuff and more of the doer. Get on that playing field, don't just watch. Yeah, get on that playing field, Sag. Truth be told, something about a conceptual, a concept or something that's conceptual needing to be spoken out. Again, I'm getting another action thing too. Spoken out and then taking action on it. Don't just be the observer in this. It's time to take it to the next level. It's time to take action on a truth that you've found, a spiritual truth that you've found. It's time to put it in action in the 3D world. Because there's no point in this spiritual stuff unless it's useful for our lives. That's what I think. That's how I try and, that's my focus when I'm giving readings. Let's make it work for us in our actual lives to make our lives better, not just have it as a conceptual thing. So, yeah, time to do that. Sagittarius, bear. Protect yourself and your children, those that you're loyal to. Keep your social network. Keep your people close and perhaps smaller in number. Don't spread your energy out so much, is what I'm getting from that. Protect your energy. Careful who you let into your life. Really protect who you have around you. Protect your energy from squirrels. Protect your energy from, don't just let anyone in your life, Sag. Don't be so open. Honor your energy. And no, like, it's a message that's been coming out a lot lately is your heart is really precious. Your attention is really precious. Your love is really precious. Don't go giving it away willy-nilly. And that's for everyone, that one. Communication and orgasm. This is booty call energy. Could be a distraction. Be careful who you let in your life, Sagittarius. Protect your energy. Now that goes sexually too. Protect your energy. It's more precious than perhaps you are considering it to be. You might want to say no to these booty calls. You might want to be more cognizant of your energy and what other people, the effects that other people have on your energy. Time to build something instead. So if you have been distracted by booty call kind of romance, because it's not really romance, is it? You might want to get on with the tangibles, building something for yourself, balancing things up. So yeah, some of you Sagittarius, you might be being too into the inner work. Not too, there was a time for that. Or distracted by frivolous sexual relationships. Put it that way. Okay. Anyone else want a mini read? Get them in now, and I'll carry on with these. Next up, we've got Capricorn. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Capricorns. What have Capricorns got going on? Eight of Wands. Movement forward. Lots of communication. Very happy energy in that card for Capricorn. Seven of Cups. It's choice time. So you've got a lot of options here coming up. A lot of communication coming in. Very happy stuff. Everything's happening for you now. It's all moving forward. And you've got choices to make now. So you could have a lot of say, job offers, or a lot of things that you could put your money into investment-wise. You could have a lot of love offers coming in. Could have a lot of like social engagements or invitations coming in. It doesn't feel like you're going to be able to do all of them. And so there's some choices to be made. Things really opening up for you now. Getting moving. Capricorn. Not for you. But you need to make some choices, right? Of what you're going to say yes to and what you're not going to say yes to. You can't say yes to it all. It's good. You've got a good energy. You've got a good energy to bring things in. But like I said, you can't expect the universe to only bring the good stuff in. It's going to bring everything in. Once you open those floodgates, everything's going to come in, right? And then you have to pick through it and decide what is for you and what's not for you. So all about choice. All about choice, because you've got a lot of stuff coming in there. And, you know, a lot of people, the kind of people that follow me and these kind of things, sometimes let the universe make the choice for them. So in other words, if someone comes into their life, perhaps a romantic interest comes into their life, they're just like, well, the universe has given me this gift. Well, there might not be a gift. There might be a snake in a cup, you know? 7 of Cups energy. So if you think of the traditional 7 of Cups energy, you've got all those 7 cups. There's like a snake in one and a ghost in the other, and there's a lot of cups that don't have good things in it. And you can't just because a cup is there, it's like, oh, a cup, you know? The universe has given me a great cup. There must be the one. There must be my twin flame. Don't do that. Because most of the cups have got bad things in them. Most people are like this. Steal your energy. They want your energy. So they might appear to be very charming, some of them, because they want your energy. They want something from you. So it's time to tap into your intuition. You get an intuitive feeling that someone's up to no good. Not for you, up to no good. Mice want some of your energy. Yes, you might be very endearing to them, and your ego's going to go, oh, they really like me. I like being liked. But it's not what's best for you. So discern from your intuition about someone and the ego. The ego really likes, like narcissists. It really likes the attention that narcissists give to us. Not saying that narcissists are coming in, but you're going to just get a bit of everything. So you could have a narcissist there. You could have all kinds of things. Just know that most cups aren't filled with good stuff. You need to be more particular of what you let in. A lot of stuff coming your way. So Capricorns have opened up to abundance, and abundance includes everything, of course. Now is the time to be discerning. You have fantasy and love. Now's the time to be discerning. What is actually love and what's just fantasy? So like I was saying before, some of us, too much into the fantasy instead of seeing people as they truly are and what it is that they've got in the cup. The fantasy of, oh, this cup, it must have perfect person in it. But you do, of course, you do have good things coming in too. So there will be at least one choice that is good for you. Grace. Everything's flowing now. You've opened up to grace. Sensuality. Could be time to get more into that feeling side here with the moon coming out and sensuality and love. You might want to tap into your intuition through your heart of what your heart's feeling. Now, if for some of you, you've just been too willing to love the underdog, which has you feeling more love for those that need it the most. Those aren't the best people to love you. Just be careful of that. Choice time for Capricorn, but a lot coming in, which is good. As you get a lot more coming in, so like I'm just thinking about, it could be a lot of customers coming in. You need to get more picky. Picky about what you'll do, what you won't do. Don't spread yourself too thin. Okay, and Aquarius. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Messages for Aquarius. The Knight of Swords. It's time to take swift action. Swift action, acting really fast. You've got to be the fastest here, Aquarius. Nine of Cups. If you want your wishes to come true, you're going to have to be the fastest one to take action on something. Could be something that you hear about, Knight of Swords, or something that pops into your mind as well. Swords are about thoughts. Swords are about thoughts and communication. So it could be something you hear or something you think about. Swift action. You have to be the fastest to get that. Soulmates. Tick-tock. Again, that timing thing, you're going to have to be the fastest. Tick-tock, time's running out. Soulmates. If you have been sitting on a soulmate, if you've been attracted to somebody, take action on it now. And not for you. Don't take action on other things, on the stuff that's not for you. Okay, that makes it more complicated. Yeah, that makes it more complicated. So that means that some of you need to take action on that fast. But some of you are going to be taking action fast on something that isn't for you. And that happens sometimes, doesn't it? That's what we call lesson relationships. I'm only saying relationships because the soulmates card was out there. So some of you are going to be taking action, swift action, towards somebody who you believe is your soulmate. And you're going to find out that it's not your wish. But that gets you closer to your true wishes coming true. The sooner we can discount the ones that are not for us, the faster we're moving toward our true Nine of Cups, right? And so you might think that that's a further away from it kind of thing, but it's not. It's closer to it. So you can't really go wrong, is what I'm saying here. Some of you will be taking action and will be rejected by someone. Some of you will be taking action and will be accepted by someone. Some of you will be taking action and be accepted by someone. It'll turn out to not be a good thing and then it'll fall apart. But at least you're moving forward and you're finding out it's one step closer to your wish fulfillment. Which leads me to believe that some Aquarians have been holding back for the fear of it not working out. From the fear of finding out that they're not for you. Move forward anyway. Yes. Here's the link. Well, thanks for the reminder, Timothy. Okay, Aquarius. What else for Aquarius? Key. Snake. Answers are coming to let you know. Important information is coming that helps you unravel something. Snake in the grass. About someone that's not right for you. It could be connected with this, yeah, for some of you. This could be about someone showing the true colors. It could be about you hearing something that's dodgy about someone. And you're going to have to believe that and don't tell yourself a story that it's not true. Just because it's not what you want to hear about this person. It's better to know Yeah, isn't it? It's better to know and then be able to move on. I think Aquarians have got disappointment coming in here. I think the majority do, but at least you know. And I feel like Aquarians have been holding back because deep down they know they're going to get disappointed by someone and they don't want that to happen. They want the fantasy to happen instead. What's going on in Aquarians' love life? Wild abandon. That's taking action and just going all in and just seeing, you know. Not being too scared to take swift action. You do need to change swift action. It's going to heal you. It might not heal the relationship. It might heal you then. Happiness. It could make you really happy. Some of you, it's going to be a good outcome. Rules. Now, this is about you having rules for yourself, you having boundaries and knowing where your limits are. Don't relax those for anyone. Could have a dream coming true coming in. I would just go for it anyway. I would go for it anyway. I would take swift action on this. Either way, no matter what happens, you are getting closer to your wish fulfillment. And it definitely feels like this is in relationships for Aquarius. It's better to know if someone isn't it, and they could be it, in which case that's fantastic. And finally, Pisces. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Messages for Pisces. Wow. Got a bit of a standoff here. Pisces, the Emperor and the Emperor. We've got a standoff here. I'm in charge. No, I'm in charge. No, I'm in charge. No, I'm in charge. Pushy people. This could be you and someone else. But Pisces, I don't know. I don't think so. Could be two pushy people around you. Who do you listen to? I don't think this is your energy. I don't think you're either of these. You could be that. You could be this one. There's a standoff here. This is a power clash kind of thing. What's this card? Justice. Wow, what can I say about this? Some of you could be in a court case or something similar energy to that. So an argument about something. This could be something in contention at work. This could be some kind of power play going on. Justice. Justice isn't always served. Sometimes who can be the bossier or the one that takes the most power wins out. Justice isn't always served, not in the moment anyway. It kind of karmically comes about in the end. There's something for you to learn in all of this, Pisces, and it feels to me like you need to step into the Emperor role more. So if you've got two people arguing about you or around you, and somehow you're involved in that, you need to be more in the Emperor role too. You need to take charge more. Now, if we're talking about two love interests here, battling it out for you, you need to be the chooser. And you might not want either of them. I'm not getting a divine masculine energy from either of these emperors. I'm getting a clash, a macho clash, fight kind of thing. It's like a court case. It is. It's like an argument. Sometimes people just want to win for the sake of winning, and once they've won it, they lose interest in it. Like a cat. Like a cat catching something, playing with it for a while, and then losing interest in it. And kind of leave it dying, maimed. It's... Even if someone's fighting for you, Pisces, or it appears that way, it might not be what you want. You need to step more into the Emperor role to get your justice. Don't let other people fight for you. Fight your own battles. Yeah, you need to sort that out, Timothy. See? All that glitters isn't gold. Just because it's shiny. Just because they appear to be fighting for you doesn't mean that it's a good thing. Could both be like asshole narcissists. In which case they would be putting up a good display. Whew. Watch out, Pisces. You're getting yourself into something, or you could be susceptible to something that isn't good for you, and you might be seeing the sparkle on the surface of it, or thinking, I'm getting attention and this is a good thing, and it's not. It's just not a good thing. This is not good energy, Pisces. Watch out. But you're getting some good information, says the key. So pay close attention to what these people are doing, because they're showing you who they really are. Burdens, don't take on the burdens of it. Pisces, you could be susceptible to, oh, these people are putting a lot of effort in for me. Well, the effort, is it the kind of effort that you want? Is it ego effort, or is it heart effort for you? Don't be impressed by attention, and not any kind of attention, and certainly don't take on the burden. So in other words, you're not owing to them, Pisces. You're not. You don't need to take the job. You know, if this is like two bosses wanting you to work for them, you don't need to take either of those jobs. Just because they've been fighting over you doesn't mean that that's effort and you're owing them now. Feels to me like you're going to be, or the best way to go would be to say no, and I'm going to take my time on this, and I'm going to decide myself, whatever this thing is. Pisces, what are you going through? Love life, Pisces? Do you have one at all? Love. Naivety. I was feeling that, Pisces, naivety. Could be being impressed by efforts that isn't really for you, efforts that is just trying to win someone else. I don't think this is about you, Pisces. I think this is about these two. This could be about an ongoing fight that's been going on between two people, always pitting themselves against each other, always wanting to win out. It's a personal vendetta against each other. Just because you're the subject of it, or you appear to be, doesn't mean that it's got anything to do with you. They might just be fighting over you, because that's what they do. They fight over everything. Let go of it. But like I said, your ego could be very taken by it. Oh, I'm getting attention. They love me. They love me so much. They're fighting. I don't see any love in this at all. It's all very stern and cold and it appears sparkly, but it's not. Wow, what a note to end on. Pisces, watch out. Anyone else want a mini read? Jessica, thanks for yours. Donation. Alert your Piscean friends. No love life for you, Judy. Any self-love in your goals. Well, watch out if there's any fights going on around you. Jessica, you've been getting guidance for months that there's a snake in the grass around you. You're not sure who they mean. Ooh, who do you need to be wary of? Who is it? Snake in the grass. You're loved, you're appreciated. Yeah, okay. And let go of the past communications. Okay. So it's somebody who appears to love you, appears to appreciate you, but they're a snake in the grass. Communicated with you in the past in a positive way. What was the communication about in the past? It's someone who has explained something to you. Saying, I can't really get this energy. I'm trying to think of an example of it. It's a manipulation. Someone has explained something to you, pretending to try to teach you something, but it's been a manipulation of you. They might have got you to face up to something, like they might have been telling you that they got your back, that they're just helping you out by letting you know about a person, or explaining how it is, how that situation is, something like that. So they appear to be having your back and protecting you from something or someone. But they weren't. They were being manipulative. They wanted, I don't know, what did they want? What were they doing it for? What did they want? To be connected with you. To have you on their side. Okay. So this is a situation in the past. Someone has explained something to you as a manipulation to get you on their side. So, if this is someone that's fabricating a lie about someone else, and they've told you that lie to protect you, like to say, oh, you just need to understand that this person is like this. It's not because that was true. It's because they wanted to get you on their side. So down the line, when things will happen, because things will happen between this person, they've got an ally in you. You're going to agree as if it was the truth, but it just came out of their mouths, you know? You are in the position to back them up when you're not really. It's someone who has set you up as like a confidant, or an, what's the word? Ally, no. Alibi, like an alibi. But just because there's like years or months before one event and the other event, it's still that person's just their perspective and just what they think. They know it's not true as well. Is it someone from work? It's like someone who is manipulative, but they might not appear it on the surface. They appear like they're trying to help you out. Just trying to help you out here, but you need to know this about this person. It feels like that. It's gaslighting. Is it work? Yes, it's work. It's elaborate. It's someone that's in a big... It's someone that knows how to... It's someone that knows where they're headed, that they're headed for trouble. And so they set up their allies with lies. But you wouldn't have noticed. Like, I mean, it won't be apparent. It will appear like there's someone that's got your back, someone that's letting you in on something that you should know. And it could be long ago. Is it a man? Yes. It's a male. Is it, let's get a timing on it. When was it? Months is what I'm thinking. Could be years though. How many months ago are we talking? Imagine that. Imagine being so kind of paranoid and knowing that you're heading for something that you have to set people up to possibly help you out in the future. If someone knows that they're headed toward trouble themselves. One. And I'm not getting 1 month. It might be a year ago or last year. Can I get more clues on this? Detective work. Trust nobody. Oh, higher power. Boss. A boss kind of person. How interesting. Trust nobody. Yeah, it could just be someone that has got those narcissistic, used to gaslighting people, setting people up. It's very elaborate when they do it, you know, the narcissist. It's like that ex that I had who totally set me up. I couldn't believe it. Like, when I first started going out with him, he'd just pay for everything. It's like, no, put your money away, put your money away. And it was his thing, you know. It just, I could tell that he liked doing that. He liked doing that. He liked getting his money out. He liked getting everything, right? And so I let him. And I got used to it. At first I was uncomfortable and tried to pay for stuff, but no, he's like, put your money away, put your money away. This is my thing, you know. And I'm like, okay, whatever floats your boat. You know, he likes to be the big man that pays for everything. I let him. And I just got so used to it after months that I actually stopped like taking my purse out. And then you don't think, I just didn't need it anymore because he would always do it. And then one time we went out with his mates, and then when it came to like getting drinks and stuff, he was like affronted, as if I was asking him out of the blue to pay for something. And then he's like to his friends, oh my God, what's she like? And I'm like, you're kidding me. That was a total setup. That wasn't me. His friends would be thinking it was me, of some kind of gold digger or something. It was him all along. I had no idea I was being set up. That's elaborate. To do that for months as a setup is elaborate. An elaborate ploy to make for his friends, to have ammunition to make his friends think that I'm the bad one. So he has, so that when something goes wrong, because something will go wrong, because he knows that something will go wrong in our relationship, that he's like, well, you know, well, she did that and she did this. And it was a total setup. So this is the way that narcissists work. And it's not obvious. You have no idea. I mean, I guess I could have had like warning bells going off more than I did. I did at first, but then I just kind of got used to it. Yeah. The guy you've liked for the last 2 years is your boss. Really? Oh, yeah. Watch out. Watch out. Deborah. You got another question, Deborah? Thanks for your donation. imagine being that paranoid, or just knowing that you manifest shit, that you premeditate that kind of stuff and have to set people up like that. Imagine just like living like that. I think most people aren't that good liars to keep something up for that long, but I knew one. I knew one here. I know one here. And his lies are so elaborate and he keeps it up. Like he will keep the same lie going for a very long time. And usually people slip up, they forget what they told certain people or whatever. And there's holes in the story kind of thing. But this one, even though I know it's a lie because I know many other people on their side of the stories, but his lie is consistent and it makes him believable. He's a full-on narcissist too. Deborah, you'd like some detective work about your ex? Ooh. Is there anything you need to know right now about your ex? Let's get into the dirt. I should have just walked out of his life at that moment then. But of course, it made me feel terrible. And then I was asking myself, am I a bad person then? It did. It made me feel ashamed. And I took it on. I didn't see it in that moment as a complete setup. Damn, I wish I had him. It was a complete setup. Deborah's ex. Expansion, go within. Okay, your ex. Maybe on the face of it seemed like a step up for you, but not the truth of it. It wasn't a deeper experience. It wasn't a more intimate experience. It wasn't a more healing experience. It might have been a step up, like they were more successful, or on the surface kind of thing. It wasn't a deeper emotional relationship experience for you. Now, has your ex moved on to someone else? It's superficial. If they have, it's superficial. It's not a deeper experience for them. That could be what that's saying too. Don't judge it. Understand it. So sometimes we react to relationships and we go the opposite way. So say if you've had somebody that wants a real deep healing relationship with you, wants to go there kind of thing, when that relationship falls apart, you might be thinking, oh, I just want someone that's easygoing and someone just like normal, that hasn't got all of that depth and stuff like that, an internal process. You're not saying it to yourself like that, and then you might go for like the opposite, like someone that's completely superficial, and then it becomes problems with that relationship, and then you're like, oh, I want someone with depth, and like going to those, like that roller coaster that I'm always talking about, and balance is always the key to that, right? So, but sometimes we do. It's like, oh, that was too loud. I want it really quiet. Oh, it's too quiet now. I want it really loud. Oh, good. We do this, right? And that's what your ex is doing, is one way then the other way. So if they are now with somebody who is almost complete opposite to you, it's a reaction to the predominant vibration that you've got. So it feels to me like you wanted a deep relationship with them, trying to get them to kind of go there with you, that exhausting them, and them wanting to go for the superficial, that kind of thing. So it's just a reaction. Yet it could be more in line with them. Yeah, it could be more in line with them. Is it true and you're on track? I think maybe they didn't have it in them to have that depth of relationship that you wanted. Something lighter is probably more suitable to them. So they're getting more into balance. And perhaps you are too. Perhaps you need to go for someone that is capable of something deeper emotionally for you. Someone that's got something to offer, to bring to you, so that you don't have to take someone else there, kind of thing, so that someone is already ready and wanting to go there, and they can teach you a thing or two, not just you teaching them a thing or two. In other words, you're not having to take the lead in that. In other words, bringing someone in that wants the same, who wants to go there, or already wants to go to those levels. Yeah, it feels like a mismatch to me. And both, as a result of it, getting more clear about what you want. Chicken cat at the door. Why can I never sleep at night? I got an email through. Why can I never sleep at night? Oh, that's right. I bought a device. I don't know how long it's going to get to me, but it's some kind of a pulsation device from Bono Wellness. How do sleep cycles work? Anyway, it's this device you hold in your palm, apparently. You switch it on, you hold it in your palm, and it has pulsations through it that calms your nervous system down and gets you off to sleep real fast. And then if you wake up in the night, you can get hold of it again, put it back on, and apparently you fall asleep real fast. Give it a go. I have been having problems with sleep. It's got something to do with menopause. I'll let you know if it works. It wasn't expensive. Anyway, thank you everybody for your presence and for your donations, and hope you enjoyed your messages, both mini reads and the messages for the star signs as well. Thank you for watching. Wow, it's been 2 hours. Well, have the best day ever. I will be back here on Wednesday. Let's do it all over again on Wednesday, and see you then. I'll be doing what will I put out? Air signs. Air signs love reading will be going out today, so check that out. And I will see you next time. Bye.